Hello guys, and welcome to today's market session outlook. So we're around 35 minutes before London opens, and this is where the price is currently. So one thing that happened on Friday on the close that maybe indicates that we're going up again is this close that was closed above this low right here. So today we're monitoring if we're going to have some reaction either at the lows of Friday, or maybe that we respect the 50% of this week. So when I go down to the 1 hour, as you may know from last week, my bias is very bearish. So as you can see here, for me, I was monitoring this high on this candle. If we can just draw a big line like that, and here, because the price was, internally between this low and this high for a long time. So if you want to continue lower, we wanted to see, a manipulation of the highs, which is this one of the range, and then that would trade lower. So this happened during the Asia session. I was sleeping, so I didn't trade the Asia session. But if we look at the correlating asset, which is the ES, we can see that it traded above it. You see this line right here, there, and we closed below this series of up close candles, which makes it an order block. And the good thing to see here is that ES respected the high, because if it were to close beyond these up close candles and then trade above this swing high, that means that it's invalidated and we're maybe going up. So this is one thing that we like to see. So right now we have an SMT right there. I'm gonna just SMT there. Right now what we're waiting for is a close beyond this level, this up close candles, because that would be a expansion, and then we have a reversal with an expansion also. That means that the sellers are in control right now. And one thing that I like to see also, if I jump down to the 5-minute, is that we respect bearish order blocks. So for example, we have here this one that we could trade off, and once it closed below this green candle there, that whole range became an order block also. So you could enter there, you could enter here, and you see the stop losses are getting respected. So the stop losses for this one would be there. We can just make it red so that you can compare. And the stop loss for this one would be this. You see? And now the stop loss for this one would be that. You see, it never traded back. So right now what we're seeing is a really, really good reversal. So anybody that's been trading the Asia session is in the money right now. But for us, we're just waiting for London. So if we're going to treat that this reversal for the day already happened, that means that we're going to watch for continuations. And for me personally, as I said, if I get a close beyond this up close candle and we get maybe a consolidation, then I would like to trade the highs of the consolidation. Once they get violated or swept, then I like to trade them lower. So if we get a close beyond this, I think the next target will be last week's lows, which were here. And if we get a reversal, I don't see why we would reverse from this level, because there's nothing like here, nothing except this big order block. So I think that we might maybe get a sweep of this before even trying to get higher. So for today, that's what I'm monitoring. Shorts for the most, but I'm also open for longs in case we show some weakness around Friday lows. And we'll see what happens after the London and New York session.